Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today I will be sharing my ideas on plans that I have for my channel for 2024. Yeah, 2024, we're getting so close now. It's the 25th of November now that I'm filming this. It's only one more month until we're at Christmas and then a couple more days and then we're in 2024. So yeah, this video might be going up a little bit later. I'm kind of trying to figure out the planning specifically, but since we're going on holiday soon, I'm kind of pre-filming and I'm probably going to spread things out a little bit more because I won't have enough that I can pre-film beforehand, because there's no point in filming a Project Polish update 2 weeks after finishing my previous one just so I can upload it when I normally kind of try to upload it. I'm sure that makes sense to you guys as well. So yeah, that first. But my plans for next year. So I have 6 projects that I definitely want to do next year. Some things that I'm still kind of considering. Yeah, so we're gonna have to see, because ideally I would like to upload like twice every week, but I've noticed that sometimes I don't really know what to upload, kind of in those gaps where I don't have specific project updates. Sometimes I do a Get Ready With Me, sometimes I do like a products I've hit pan on, or like some other things, but yeah, kind of trying to figure that out. I did a lot of projects kind of at the start of my channel, but then I had more products that were closer to being finished, and I normally like to actually finish products. So yeah, something that I'm figuring out. So let's go through the projects that I am like 99% sure definitely gonna do next year. Well, we can probably say 100% sure. First of all, of course, my Panda palette. You guys will likely already have seen my video in which I ask you for your help in like picking the palette that I'm going to be working on next year. Thanks for all your replies there already. If you haven't seen it yet, it's here, I think. So yeah, for sure gonna do a Panda palette. I just love being able to actually work through a whole palette and get it out of my collection at a certain point. So that is one that I will always keep doing. Second one, I just really like eyeshadows. So not just doing a Panda palette, but also my Panda's eyeshadows will be coming back. I have decided, I think at this point, that I'm only gonna do 4 shadows instead of 5, just to give me a little bit more like flexibility with my Panda palette, and at the same time have more of a chance to actually hit pan on the shades, because if I only have to focus on 4, that means that I don't have to spread my usage between 5 shadows, and I think that's gonna be easier. My rules will still be that I try to not have anything in there that will be too close to anything I have in my Panda palette. Sometimes still hard for me, as you guys may have noticed, but I'm trying. So that's the second project. Then my Project Polish. I still have about 100 polishes left in my collection, so that's gonna keep going. And like I know it's not my most watched project, but I like doing that one. I like watching that one when other people do it, so that one will stay in as well. Then one that I've been doing, I think every year already, is the makeup products that we want to finish up throughout the whole year. I do that like intro, like every quarter there's an update, and then a finale at the end of the year. And that also helps me kind of figure out which products to pull into projects that I'm working on, which of course is kind of nice to have a bit of a plan at the start of the year. And of course I might divert from that plan a little bit, but oftentimes yeah, it gives me a good like idea of, okay, I've got some warm toned, I've got some cool toned, I've got some like lipstick, some lip gloss, some blushes and eyeshadows, and a little bit of everything. So that's what I've enjoyed doing. I like to have a plan, so I'm gonna keep doing that one as well. And then there's 2 projects that I have been doing. Well, one of them I think I've only done once or twice now, I don't know. Anyway, deck of panning. I've really enjoyed doing that one this year. I think I'm gonna keep doing that. I like the prompt-based, like I did do the whole collection project pan before, but I felt somewhat limited because I'm very like strict with certain things, I guess. I want to try and finish things off as much as possible, or actually hit pan. I don't do usage goals very often in my projects, which made it hard for me sometimes to divide my attention properly, basically. So Deck of Panic is nice because you've got the prompts and you can kind of make those work for you. Not always, but oftentimes it gives you a bit more freedom to pull something in that you actually want to work on instead of like this specific product and that's it. So really like that one. I'm going to keep doing that one. Graveyard Project Pen, going to do that again next year. I really like doing that project, and it's a great way to pull in products that I've already worked on at some point and to keep working on those. The collecting cobwebs part is always the harder one for me, even though I have things that are collecting cobwebs, but I want to not start new products oftentimes, but I want to like keep working on things. So the Resurrection prompt is more my thing, but still a really good project to join. I like the 6-month time span. I like the like updates every 2 months because it gives you a bit more possibility to make some progress, even though you might not be using it all the time. So that one has been really good. This year I started doing my monthly reading wrap-ups as well. Definitely not my most watched videos, but I like doing them. I like books, so I think I'm gonna keep doing them. It's also helped me in a way to read a lot of books this year, just because I know I'm gonna film a video. I don't want to just have 1 or 2 books to talk about, so I try to read more. I've read 50 books so far this year, and we've still got a little bit over a month to go. I'm halfway through another book, so that's pretty exciting. Like I might be able to end up at like somewhere between 55 and 60, especially considering I'm gonna be on a plane for a really long time, at least twice still on my way to Chile and back from Chile. So a lot of reading potential there. And then those are kind of my certains. Then things that I'm still kind of considering, because like I said, I still have gaps that I can fill with different types of videos and projects possibly, but I know like I already have 2 eyeshadow focus projects, and it's going to be hard for me to like focus on a lot more if I actually want to make sure I finish off some palettes, because also this year I feel like I haven't made the progress that I wanted to make in my Panda palette, just because my attention was a little bit more like pulled in a few different directions, also with my Panda's eyeshadows, because I want to make progress on those as well and show you guys something interesting. So yeah, 2 eyeshadow projects, my 1 nail polish project, and then 2 like more could be anything type of projects. And there I normally will have some lip products. I had a blush in my Panda palette this year, of course. Might be the case again next year, but we'll see. So yeah, that is kind of what I've been doing. And then it's kind of like, how do I make sure I don't become overwhelmed by adding on more and more projects, just because they all seem fun, but I can only work on so many products at the same time. And even though I still like watching other people's projects when they're making slow progress, like I like when people keep focusing in on a product and like finish it off. That's kind of my own strategy as well. But like I like seeing people work, even though it takes them all year to finish something off that could have been finished in like 2 months if that was their sole focus. Maybe a bit of a, yeah, but you guys know what I mean. I still enjoy that, but still at the same time, I feel like when I don't make enough progress, I feel like it's not interesting enough to share. So that might be a me thing. I definitely want to hear what you guys think there as well. But projects that I am still considering, I really like watching Project Level Up, Sophie's project, which I'm sure you guys have seen around, which is the one where you roll in a palette. Your goal is to use every shade 1 time and hit 1 pan, then you level up to level 2, every shade 2 times, hit 2 pans. And I love eyeshadows, but that's one that will definitely take away from my Panda palette as well. So as much as I would love to do that theoretically, I don't know whether practically I'm going to enjoy it as much, because my Panda palette will always be my main focus. Unless, of course, I'm going to be showing less progress likely in that specific project. And that is still entertaining enough for you guys. I don't know. So I definitely want to hear from you guys. Like, I know it's a popular project. I know a lot of people like watching it, just like me. So it might still be interesting enough to watch, but I'm a little bit afraid that it will take away too much attention from my Panda palette. So would love to hear you guys' opinion on that one. Then I'm kind of considering maybe sprinkling in some seasonal projects, like I'm doing the 6 by Santa right now, for example. Back when I started my channel, A lot of people were doing projects like 6 by summer, 7 by spring, 5 by fall, you know, those type of projects. I always enjoyed those because they were kind of shorter term. They were only a few products to focus on. So that might be one where I can kind of pull in some products that are not currently in a project, but that I do want to work on still. So that's something I'm considering as well. And I can just start those up when I feel like I have the bandwidth to do that, basically, when I have some products I actually want to work on. But yeah, that's another one. So let me know what you guys think about that. And then I just want to hear your thoughts in general. What are projects that you like watching? What are projects that you would like to see from me? I know people have mentioned the like 10 uses project as well, which would help me rotate through my collection a little bit. But I'm afraid that with my personality, basically my way of doing things, I know that I can easily do 10 uses in a month, which makes me want to kind of tick off as much as possible and likely, again, have less progress on other things because the 10 uses are easy enough to tick off in comparison to some of the other things I might be working on. So that is something that I need to figure out in my head, like if I would do something like that, how can I make sure I'm okay with maybe having just 2 or 3 uses on some products and just taking a couple of months to actually get to the 10 uses. Again, I like watching those videos from other people, but my own head is a bit too, I guess, type A. I want to hit all the goals and it's just not possible. So yeah, maybe something like that, because that's easy enough to kind of sprinkle in as long as I don't go full ham on 10 uses every single month. It doesn't have to be 10 products either, maybe 5 products would be enough. Yeah, I'm just kind of brainstorming as I'm sitting here at this point. But yeah, let me know what other projects you guys like to see, like to watch, would like to see me specifically do as well, because maybe you know me well enough to know that certain projects are definitely not my thing. That would be nice if you have any suggestions just in general. And also, what are other things that you like to watch? Like not project specifically, but type of videos that you see other people do. Doesn't have to be makeup related. Even like what are things that you guys watch outside of like this space? Because like I know I have different interests when I'm on YouTube. I watch these types of videos, but I also watch cozy gaming type of videos. I watch knitting related videos. I watch kind of like personal development type of videos. Sure, there's other things that I'm not thinking of. Reading vlogs, reading those type of things. Yeah, so let me know what other things you guys like to watch on YouTube that might be completely different from what you're seeing here. Maybe it's something that I actually have an interest in as well and I could throw in every now and then. But yeah, that's it. That's enough rambling for today. Thank you guys very much for watching. Let me know all your thoughts, any thoughts that you have in relation to my plans for next year down below, and I will see you in the next one. Bye bye.